So the other day you guys used wax paper. Wax paper is very, very handy for cake making. And I cut mine a little bit big, so what I'm gonna have to do is cut it off. If I don't cut around the edges, what will happen?
It's gonna burn.
Yep, this can actually catch on fire, all right? All right, so as I said before, you wanna make sure that it's kind of got a lip over here. It is, yeah. On top, everything. All right, it is really, really important that you get everywhere because you need to take this out of the pan immediately. Tomorrow when you guys make it, we will roll it up in a kitchen towel, actually. I'm going to separate my eggs. So 3-bowl method. Can everybody see that okay? All right, you're gonna take an egg, you're gonna crack it, separate it. You guys should all have egg separators in your kitchen.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, and it's actually really good practice for next week when we do angel food cakes because you're gonna have to do this 12 times without any mess ups. If you have a mess up, you're gonna do it 13 times, okay? So I put my egg whites in one bowl and my egg yolk in another. If you would break it open and there would be some egg yolk, what do you do with that?
You throw out.
Well, yeah, you throw it in there, we'll cook up some egg yolks. Yeah, a lot of cholesterol there for you. Okay, so you just got to be patient with this. Sometimes they have kind of what I call like boogies on it. Do you guys see that? Just be patient. You can take a spoon sometimes, that helps scrape them off. Okay, so if yolk would crack, that egg's done. Get a new bowl or wash this one. You don't want any egg yolk in there. Anyone know why? Okay, so egg whites won't beat if they have any fat in them. And the yolk has the fat. It's kind of a small yolk compared to the other ones.
Maybe it's going to be a small chicken, huh?
Was. Anyone ever open an egg and here have a chicken inside? It's happened to me once. Figure for as many eggs as I've cracked, if it's only happened once, that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to beat these until they're kind of like soft peaks, okay? They'll get whiter as you beat them. All right, we have what I would call soft peaks. Do you see how when I lifted up the whisk, some eggs came up as a peak and then fell over? That's soft peaks. All right, so we're going to go just a little bit more. My lemon juice, and I got to measure out my pumpkin. Pumpkin. It's canned pumpkin. All right, so come up. See that peak still fell over? So we're not quite ready yet. All right, do you see how that peak stood up? You guys see that? The peak stood up? All right, so now I'm going to start to beat in my sugar. If I can get this reattached. Angel food cakes next week, you're going to be looking kind of for a glossy texture. Okay, and this egg white and sugar mixture, all right, anytime you're beating up egg whites, it's kind of like a sensitive, delicate thing. So you want to be very careful because the next step talks about folding in. So I'm actually going to switch from that to my wooden spoon. So we talked about in yeast breads, our leavening agent, so making things rise, was yeast. Now we have chemical, which is usually baking soda, baking powder, or a combination of the two. And in this recipe, we're actually using air as well. Okay, I find it's easiest to clean off your beaters while it's still on. So I'm going to fold in my pumpkin, my beaten egg yolks, and my lemon juice. All right, some pumpkin. Cup of flour. Okay, if we use cake flour, we would actually have to use a little bit more It's a little bit finer and would produce like a lighter, airier texture, but we're fine with just good old-fashioned regular flour. Okay, nutmeg, and I'm not going to add the chopped walnuts. I hope that's okay with everybody. Not everyone likes it. So do some salt. Two teaspoons of cinnamon. And I've got to do ginger. So what would happen is if I wasn't careful when I was measuring, if I just kind of took like a mound on top of my teaspoon. It would be overpowering. Have you guys ever had straight up nutmeg and things? It's good with other flavors. It's not good when you have too much of it. So you gotta be careful of that. And a teaspoon of ginger. I have a really, really awesome pumpkin bread recipe from my aunt that has like, make sure I have everything. I'm good, minus the walnuts. All right, and I'm gonna continue to fold this in. Okay, you're gonna do that with your wooden spoon. And folding is like a nice, gentle, take your time, up and down, reaching to the bottom. Okay, we're not beating, we're not stirring hard, we're folding. Okay, and I don't wanna add everything all at once because then it will have trouble incorporating. Okay, so nice and slow. And if you keep it on your mixer, then you don't have to worry about holding it. It makes it a little easier. I'm not going too fast. So same thing, it's still kind of gentle. So be careful. But it looks pretty much just like how I put it in. So it's really important you just take the time. Okay, so I'm just gonna carefully put that down. And it's gonna be a mess. So just be prepared for that. It's a little easier. Okay, so that's good, that's what you want. And now taking off the wax paper is a tricky part as well. Okay, see how well you greased, which I felt like I did a good job greasing, but you don't really know until you. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good, guys. Well, that part was good. You gotta be patient. It's kind of like sometimes when you're taking, when you lose the edge of the tape, you know what I'm talking about? That's what it's like. And you gotta like line them up.
Hold it.
Just a little bit right there. Okay. Someone pull from that end. Okay, okay, Caesar. We'll give you that piece.
Pull it, dude. Alright, you gotta pull that piece with your hand.
Okay. Still overall pretty good. Sometimes it doesn't work out this way.
Oh.
Not bad, not bad. Does anyone see any wax paper anywhere? Caesar, you can throw that away. Okay. You want to apply a little bit more.
It's
Actually, kind of like a lot more. So now,
oh crap!
be very, 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 very careful. You're gonna roll it up, and it's like very hot and steamy. It shouldn't burn you, but just be careful, okay? And then you guys put the seam at the bottom. Put a piece of tape with your block. And originally, the jelly roll had jelly in it, all right, but people get creative and you learn new things. So mine's going to be a cream cheese filling. We're going back to Thanksgiving again, if you guys remember from yesterday. So I'm doing 6 ounces of cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, I let these both out. Actually, Miss Waters took them out for me. Thanks, Miss Waters. So they would be soft, and a half teaspoon of vanilla. That's going to be my flavoring. So we were talking about flavorings the other day. You could do mint or lemon or whatever. I don't think that would taste very good with pumpkin, but if you did your white or your chocolate cake roll and maybe did a mint filling, that would be kind of cool. You need to be very careful. One person's going to spread as evenly as they can, and the other person's going to unroll. Do you see the process? All right, so start down here. Okay. Do you want to hold and I'll spread? Sure. Just kind of hold it delicately right there. Ugh. A lot? You mean in cakes?
How many more kitchen greases in that? A lot?
3 maybe?
3 more?
Maybe.
Really?
Well, okay. Going to carefully, guys.
Shush.
Yeah, I don't know why we're keep talking today. Yeah. Roll it back up. See where I need to put a little more powdered sugar? You guys see that? Okay. Carefully take that trashy one away. Yeah. All right, and then you have it. Okay, put the seam down and you cut it.